Everyone loves the story of the self-made millionaire, but few believe it could be their story. They think success is reserved for the lucky, the privileged, the chosen few. But here's the truth. Every millionaire was once broke, uncertain, and underestimated. The difference wasn't money, it was mindset. They refused to stay stuck. They learned, adapted, and evolved until their belief became reality. And today, something extraordinary is happening. Artificial intelligence is creating millionaires in record time. The barriers are gone. Knowledge is free, tools are everywhere, and opportunity has no gatekeepers. You may be broke today, but if you decide to learn, apply, and believe, tomorrow could look nothing like today. Broke is a phase, not a life sentence. Being broke isn't permanent, it's temporary. But most people accept it like destiny. They say, "I'll always struggle," and their mind obeys. Every millionaire has felt that hopelessness, but they used it as fuel. Now, with artificial intelligence at your fingertips, you can build skills, start businesses, and create income from anywhere. You don't need investors, you need initiative. The broke mindset waits, the builder mindset works. The question isn't, can you escape broke? It's, will you use what's available? Once you realize that broke is a chapter, not a label, you stop surviving and start rewriting your story. The real poverty is mental poverty doesn't start in your wallet. It starts in your thinking. The poor see barriers, the rich see blueprints. In 2026, artificial intelligence has destroyed excuses. Knowledge, tools, and mentors are one search away. You can learn marketing through ChatGPT, design with Midjourney, or build stores through Shopify, all free to start. Yet most people still say, "I can't." The truth is, the mind that doubts itself is the only one that stays broke. The rich weren't born smarter, they just stopped surrendering. Once you reprogram your thinking from "I can't" to "I will," your circumstances have no choice but to evolve. Success starts with self-belief. You can't build what you don't believe in. Every millionaire started with an unshakable conviction that they could rise, even when no one else believed it. Artificial intelligence can automate your systems and multiply your reach, but it can't replace belief. That comes from within. When you see yourself as capable, you start behaving like a creator, not a consumer. You build habits instead of excuses, discipline instead of doubt. Once you stop waiting for external approval and start acting from inner belief, you'll notice the world starts treating you like the person you've already become. Learn skills that print freedom. Money doesn't fall from the sky, it flows to skill. Every new millionaire today built their wealth on learnable digital skills: copywriting, automation, social media strategy, content creation, all amplified by artificial intelligence. ChatGPT helps you write faster. Jasper refines your marketing. Runway ML edits your videos in seconds. The faster you learn, the faster you earn. The broke say, learning is expensive. The rich say, ignorance costs more. In 2026, your freedom isn't tied to a boss, it's tied to your bandwidth. Once you treat learning as your full-time investment, you'll never fear losing money again, because you'll always know how to make it back. Start small, scale fast. Every empire starts small, but the key is starting. Most people never move because they overthink the beginning. Millionaires act first and refine later. And now, artificial intelligence accelerates that growth. You can launch a product, design a logo, and run ads before lunch. Perfection is paralysis. Progress is power. Amazon, Tesla, Netflix, they all began as experiments. You don't need a perfect plan. You need consistent motion. Once you take that first step, momentum becomes your mentor. And when you mix effort with automation, what once took years can now take months. Because AI doesn't wait, and neither should you. Use artificial intelligence as your partner, not your competition. People fear that AI will replace them, but the wealthy already use it to replace wasted time. They let it write, edit, calculate, analyze, and scale their output. ChatGPT crafts emails, Notion AI organizes workflows, and Midjourney creates visuals in minutes. That's why AI is creating millionaires in record time. It multiplies productivity while others sleep. But here's the secret. It's not the tool that makes you rich. It's the vision behind it. If you lead, AI follows. Once you master the art of collaboration with technology, your earning potential no longer depends on hours, it depends on imagination. Turn pain into power. Every millionaire carries scars, rejection, loss, doubt. But instead of folding, they forge focus. Pain taught them discipline. Artificial intelligence may provide shortcuts, but pain provides character. You need both. Every failure sharpens perspective. Every setback strengthens your system. The broke mindset says, I'm cursed. The wealthy mindset says, I'm being crafted. Pain isn't punishment, it's progress in disguise. Once you learn to use discomfort as data, as feedback, not fate, you become unstoppable. Because the difference between those who quit and those who conquer isn't luck, it's how they process pain. Surround yourself with builders, not believers. You become like your circle. If you're surrounded by complainers, you'll become one too. Millionaires surround themselves with builders, people who talk systems, not salaries. Artificial intelligence makes this easier than ever. You can join global communities of creators, founders, and investors who push you higher. Platforms like Discord, Slack, and LinkedIn are filled with AI-driven thinkers building daily. Leave the comfort crowd behind. Once you enter rooms where progress is normal, you start moving differently. Because in a world full of dreamers, it's the builders who quietly win. Stop trading time. Start building systems. Trading time for money is the biggest trap. Millionaires build systems that make money without them. Artificial intelligence turns this dream into reality. You can automate your emails, manage clients, and even sell digital products 24/7. Tools like Zapier, Shopify, and ChatGPT work while you sleep. That's why rich people don't hustle more, they hustle smarter. Your job should fund your freedom, not replace it. Once you start building assets instead of hours, your income detaches from your effort. And that's the moment you stop being an employee and start becoming an enterprise. Broke today, millionaire tomorrow. We're living in the fastest wealth transfer in history. Artificial intelligence is creating millionaires in record time. People with nothing but a laptop and discipline are building six-figure brands overnight. They use AI to design logos, create content, build stores, and scale without teams or capital. The game has changed, but most people are still playing by the old rules. In 2026, your biggest advantage isn't money, it's mastery. If you learn AI before others, you win before they start. You may be broke today, but if you act now, study, apply, and build, and tomorrow, you could join the ranks of the new rich created by this digital revolution. Fail fast, learn faster. Failure is the tuition you pay for mastery. The poor avoid it, the rich accelerate it. Artificial intelligence gives instant feedback, analytics, performance data, and optimization tips that used to take months. Every failure becomes a faster lesson. The rich don't take losses personally, they take them professionally. Failure is research in disguise. The faster you fail, the faster you refine. Once you stop seeing mistakes as proof you can't and start seeing them as progress you're making, success stops being a mystery and becomes a math equation you can control. Money follows value, not victims. The world doesn't pay for effort, it pays for impact. The broke mind says, I deserve more. The rich mind says, I'll create more. Artificial intelligence helps multiply that creation. The more problems you solve, faster, cheaper, smarter, the more the world pays you. That's why AI millionaires aren't chasing luck, they're creating leverage. When your ideas serve others, money finds you. Once you stop waiting to be rescued and start creating results, you become recession-proof. Because wealth doesn't follow the loudest, it follows the most valuable. Believe before you see it. The broke mind waits for evidence. The wealthy mind creates it. You'll never see the finish line if you don't start running. Artificial intelligence can give you every resource imaginable, but it's useless without faith. You must believe before there's proof. Every brand, business, and breakthrough began invisible. The difference between the dreamers and the doers is belief. Once you start trusting your vision more than your fear, life begins to move differently. Because success doesn't come to the certain, it comes to the committed. Your story is still being written. You might be broke now, but this isn't the ending. It's the prologue. Every great story starts with struggle. Artificial intelligence has erased excuses. You can learn, build, and scale faster than ever before. What's missing isn't opportunity, it's ownership. Stop saying someday, say today. You don't need luck, you need leverage. Once you decide that this version of you isn't final, the story changes forever. The tools are here, the time is now, and the world is wide open. If this message hit home, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Because in a world where AI is creating millionaires in record time, your only limitation is how long you wait to start.